Hey friends, today we're going to cover one of the most popular requests in videos, the comparison between Jacksonville and Miami. Thanks so much for sticking around, friends. My name is Nicole Smith. I'm a local realtor here in Metro Jacksonville, and today I am going to talk about the number one city for migration to Jacksonville, and that is Miami. We're going to get to the nitty-gritty, all the facts. And first and foremost, thank you so much for tuning in today. I'm going to ask you one favor. If you could like, comment, subscribe, follow, share, any of those things help me out tremendously. So let's get started. I've been a realtor here in the Metro Jacksonville area for almost 6 years now, and I've been living here since 2014. So as a transplant myself, I definitely know what it's like to do the research and to figure out what is great for me and my family. And my research brought me right here to Jacksonville, Florida. So Miami is a very special city. There's no doubt it's very unique. They have the skyscrapers, they have the water, the ocean, they have beaches, they have food, they have music, they have culture. They have a lot of positive aspects. And I absolutely understand why people want to live in the Miami area. But prices are getting really expensive, and I'm going to break it all down for you right now. Number one, according to Numbeo, to maintain the same standard of living in Miami, you would only need $5,900 in Jacksonville, and that's compared to $8,900 in Miami. That is $3,000 difference. That's a big chunk. And the stats I got right here from Best Places, it is Miami is 29.9% more expensive than Jacksonville overall. And I'm going to start right now by letting you know where that money is going. The first spot, let's talk about the housing. So currently we're in the May 2026, the housing market, according to the Northeast Florida Realtors Association, our median price here is $370,000. And that is for a single family home. You're going to have a yard more than likely. You're going to have a garage. And you might even find some new construction for those prices. We have over 22 active 55 and over communities, all the way from Fernandina to Palm Coast. And those houses range between 300 and 400. Obviously there's higher and obviously there's lower, but that is the average. In Miami, the median sale price for a home as of March 2026 is $674,000. Utilities are something people forget to factor in, but because Jacksonville is farther north, we do get a milder winter and we get a nice coastal breeze, so we don't have to run the air conditioning as much as they do in Miami. Therefore, our utility prices are slightly lower here, about 41.2% higher in Miami, so you will be saving money on utilities here compared to Miami. Our next section I want to talk about here is the property taxes. Now, property taxes are a big one. You're going to save a lot more money here in Jacksonville compared to Miami. The one thing they do have in common is, yes, we're both in Florida, so there's no state tax. And yes, we are both a homestead exemption. So factoring those two things being the same, the next part we have to consider is what is their property tax rate. Well, in Duval County, it's 0.77%. So on a $370,000 home, you're looking at roughly $2,566 per year in taxes. If you take the same priced house in the Miami-Dade County, it's going to be 1.94%. North Florida, that's Jacksonville and the surrounding area, homeowners are typically paying between $2,100 and $2,400 per year on average for their homeowners insurance. Some of my clients in newer communities like Nocatee are paying on the lower end of that range. And in South Florida, the Miami-Dade, Broward, Palm Beach area, you're looking at $4,200 to $5,500 per year. And Miami specifically averages around $5,315 annually. Why such a difference? Well, hurricane risk. Miami sits in a much higher hurricane exposure zone. The flood insurance is often required there too, which adds even more cost. Jacksonville's location in Northeast Florida means lower coastal exposure and more manageable premiums. Here's the good news for both cities. The Florida insurance market is stabilizing in 2026, and major carriers filed rate decrease requests, and private competition is improving. So if you're being scared away by Florida insurance headlines, now is actually a good time to shop. Now, as far as auto insurance goes, because in Florida both cities require you to have a car, neither of them are walkable cities for most residents. In Jacksonville, the median cost for full coverage auto insurance in 2026 is about $2,472 per year. That's about $206 a month, based on real agency data from right here in Duval, St. Johns, and Clay counties. And in Miami, auto insurance is significantly higher. They have traffic density, accident rates, and Florida high uninsured driver's rate all pushes their premiums up. And Miami's volume of traffic makes it worse. And Miami is actually ranked number 74 in the country for driver friendliness, meaning it's below average, and that density shows up in your insurance premium. Generally, you can expect to save meaningful amounts of auto insurance in Jacksonville compared to Miami, especially if you bundle your home and auto policies together. Moving on to healthcare, both cities have really great healthcare systems. Jacksonville has Mayo Baptist, South, we have Memorial Hospital, we have UF Hospital, and in Miami they have University of Miami, which is world class, and Jackson Memorial Hospital, which is nationally ranked for their trauma center. So either way, you're going to have really great healthcare options comparing Miami to Jacksonville. And anywhere off of our 95 corridor, within 20 minutes, you're going to find a nice hospital. So let's go into lifestyle and traffic. So Miami is bigger in the sense of population density. We have a large population. We are over 1 million people now, but we're spread out. We are the largest city by square footage. Miami lifestyle, like I said, it's world class. They have the Cuban influence, Latin America energy, international art, incredible restaurants, Wynwood, South Beach, Brickell. There's a level of sophistication and nightlife there that is unmatched in Florida. Miami also has all 4 major professional sports teams. They have the NFL, NBA, MLB, and NHL. If you're a sports fan who wants live games year-round, Miami definitely delivers. Now, Jacksonville lifestyle is different. It's quieter, it's more spread out, it's more family-friendly, and what people love most here, so much of it is free and nearly free. We have 22 miles of Atlantic Ocean beaches. We have the St. Johns River, one of the only few rivers in the country that flows north. We have state parks, trails, the Intercoastal Waterway, fishing, boating, and we are the #1 city for the urban park system in the entire country. We have more urban parks here than anywhere. Okay, friends, let's put it all together in one clean comparison so you can see the full picture. The overall cost of living in Jacksonville, here's your baseline. Miami is 30% higher. The median home price in Jacksonville, $370. In Miami, it's $674. Groceries baseline average, Miami, you're 22.5% higher. Utilities are lower in Jacksonville, higher in Miami. Your property tax rate is 0.77% in Duval and 1.94% in Miami-Dade. Your homeowner's insurance is $2,100 to $2,400 per year, and in Miami it's $5,315 a year. The auto insurance median here in Jacksonville is $2,472. In Miami is significantly higher. Your healthcare access, we have the Mayo Clinic, Baptist, UF Health, and more. And then in Miami they have U of M Health and Jackson. Our traffic in Jacksonville is manageable, and Miami is number 74 nationally, which is not good. The lifestyle pace, relaxed and family forward, and Miami is more cosmopolitan and fast paced. And here we have quite a few 55 and over communities. In Miami, they don't have as many, and they're much higher priced. So the bottom line here is, if you make $50,000 in Jacksonville, you would need to make $62,344 in Miami just to maintain the same standard of living. That's not a small difference. And now Jacksonville, do they have everything Miami has? No, not exactly, but honestly, we have quite a bit. Miami does have more culture. They have an international energy. They have a lifestyle, and they have some people that absolutely love that. And if that's what you're built for, Miami might be the right call. But if you want more space, a bigger home, a lower monthly costs, outdoor living, great healthcare network, and a pace of a lifestyle that actually gives you room to breathe, Jacksonville is hard to beat in the state of Florida right now. So overall, if you look at it and you're looking at it for price, Jacksonville beats Miami. If you're looking at nightlife and fun and all that, Miami's got you. But you're gonna save money and need less money if you're moving to Jacksonville. So I consider this video pretty well rounded. I'm trying to be as fair as possible, telling you all the pros and cons of each city. I think Jacksonville wins. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm gonna leave my calendar link below, because if you're considering making a move and Miami was one of your thoughts and maybe this video just changed your mind, let's explore Jacksonville together. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you can see all the videos I've done and all the communities I've toured. My name's Nicole Smith. I'm a local realtor here, and I love it. And I always say, life is too short not to love where you're living. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, stay safe and God bless.